Phoenix Asset. Yes, your tarot reader, your spiritual guide, your friend, your buddy, your pal, your friend, your buddy, your pal. I'm your friend, your buddy, oh pal. What's up, guys? And I'm here today with my fine divine messages for my beautiful collective of fine divine ascended masters. And before we get started, I do want to speak that this video will find everyone who it is meant to find in divine timing on time. Okay? So you may not see this video today, and that is perfectly fine. You will see it when the shift has happened for you, when this energy is aligned with you. Okay? Take the energy as it resonates while we're saying that as well. Don't try to force this energy just because it's me and you feel some sort of connection with me because you have watched my previous, videos. As you shift, you know, the readings may shift as well, so you may not be here yet. Um, and that's perfectly fine, you know, or you may be way past this, right? You may be way past this stage, and that's perfectly fine as well. You are where you are, so enjoy your journey, right? And don't let tarot drive you crazy, right? Because it definitely could do that if you allow it, right? Trying to force messages to fit or constantly looking, for the messages or for that reassurance. Sometimes you just need to, well, not sometimes, but all the time, right? We need to trust in our inner guidance. We need to trust that intuition, that inner voice that is guiding us, that is leading us, and that is here to support us and show us the way. Ashe, right? So before we get started, of course, y'all know I want to give thanks to my ancestors, near, far, wherever you are. But I want to give thanks to my ancestors. I want to thank you all for just allowing me to share sacred space with you all, to receive these messages and to give these messages as well. And hello, everybody, um, in the way that only I know how, right? And I'm just grateful for the open hearts that are here to receive these messages. And it isn't from a like me standpoint, like I'm glad that you guys are watching me. I'm glad that you all are here to get your healing, Ashe, and to learn what it is that you are meant to learn, and to receive what it is that you are meant to receive, so that you can continue to walk in divine alignment, in your divine purpose. Ashe. I give thanks for the respect and the love that we show each other on this channel, right? And I just give thanks, right? I give thanks for the divine alignment and for the divine messages. And if this isn't your path, I totally get that, right? And I totally understand if you don't understand, right? And I am just creating space right now for everyone who doesn't believe in tarot or how these messages are given. I'm just giving you all that opportunity to leave now, because I'm gonna do what I want to do and what I'm gonna do, Ashe. But I also want to be respectful of everyone as well, right? So if you do not believe, if this is not your path, then again, the doors are open for you to leave, Ashe. But if this is your path, right, and you love getting divine finds messages through spirit, through the tarot cards and things like that, then welcome to my beautiful, beautiful space, Ashe. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day, and it's a new month, Ashe, and plenty of new opportunities, right? Plenty of room, space, and opportunity, Ashe. right? New doors are opening for you, right? And you guys can create those doors, I just heard as well, right? Stop sitting around waiting for things to happen for you, but go out here and create something. I'm seeing someone like jumping, in a, a like field, right? Just full of green grass, just jumping, skipping, playing, right? So don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to have fun. I think yeah, don't forget to have fun. It doesn't matter what I think. Ashe. But yeah, guys, it's a beautiful energy. I think you guys should get ready for it. Get ready for the shift. But stay grounded in the shift. Ashe. Because with this Two of Coins, right, this is new opportunities, right? And this is someone that's well balanced, and just like life is good, like everything is good, right? And you're creating these opportunities for yourself. And again, you're doing this beautiful balancing act here. Ashe. And it's giving, spiritual and physical, right? You guys, and again, you guys walking in your purpose. We've talked about this, my beautiful ascended masters, right? So I'm just going to talk to you guys like you've always been here, right? But because you guys have, been walking in your purpose, right? You guys have been doing the things necessary, right? You guys have just created this beautiful balance, Mayat energy, right? The balance has been restored. It's giving scale type energy, right? And just again, the balance being restored, everything working out in your favor. You not going against the wave, right? You not going against something, against your morals, against, whatever it is, right? You not going against that has placed you in this energy where again you're just so very magnetic, right? Everything is just coming to you, new ideas are flowing to you, new life flowing to you, new people flowing to you, new opportunities, everything just coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. And it's coming in pretty swiftly for some of you guys, right? And it's kind of feeling like sort of like overnight, but it didn't happen overnight. Ashe, you put in the work. Ashe, and we were talking about this the other day, you just being able to sustain this. Ashe, you being able to keep it. Ashe, and they're giving you this messages of warnings because we got the Ten of Sticks in reverse and the Four of Coins in reverse as well, to just lay the burdens down, right? Remember when to say no. Don't drain yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Ashe, because again, there's going to be a lot of things just coming at you. For some of you guys, this could be like business. You have some sort of business and clients just coming in, right? You're doing something, but we're again getting the message to not drain yourself, right? And it's okay to do for others. And I think this is just a perfect life message, period, right? It's okay to do for others, but don't overwork yourself and don't drain yourself doing for others, right? The Ten of Sticks energy in reverse is someone that is always concerned about other people, who's putting other people before themselves, right? So it's like, don't forget to do that soul work. Don't forget and don't forget to love on you, right? Don't forget to love on you. Don't forget about you. Ashe, don't give so much to the community and to other people, right, that you forget about you. This is all about self-love, self-care. Okay? Because again, people are going to see that shift. People are going to see that balance, People are going to see that magnetic that magnetic energy field that is around you, right? They're going to see things coming to you. For some of you guys, these people are actually like getting tarot, they're like listening to tarot messages, or maybe like for some of them they have their own cards and they're flipping cards on you to see like what your reality is looking like, right? And for some of them, again, for some people, y'all, they're watching you, right? Remember, we were talking about that stalking energy, right? Watching you on social media and things like that. Okay, monitoring spirits, just watching you. Ashe, because they're trying to see. Well, they see what's going on. Ashe, they see what's going on. Okay, but yeah, with this Four of Coins in reverse too, like don't be greedy, don't be selfish, right? Because these blessings, okay, because I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles in my third eye, right? You're going to be able to give, right? These are divine blessings coming to you, right? You moving out of that season of lack and into that season of abundance, into that season where reciprocity is key, right? Again, you can give to others, but make sure they're giving to you as well. Ashe, but don't take too much. Don't get greedy, you know. And when you are getting these blessings, Ashe, don't forget to give to the community. Don't forget to give where it's needed. Ashe. Maybe donating, right? Actually donating to something that you care about. Or not even maybe donating, okay, but creating like money mojo bags and like placing them in places where you know people in need will be, right? Leaving money at a bus stop or something like that. Ashe. But we got pillar of light out here. Okay, know who you are, stand in your power. Okay, you guys are the light, you guys are the truth, right? You guys are moving in my yacht, Ashe. And so because of this, right, again, this is the balance. This is the balance. You know, this, you guys have received some sort of activation code, right? Or not even an activation code, right? I'm seeing a, right, because you guys been activated, Ashe. Ashe, but I'm seeing like a light flip being switched on, right? Like something coming to you quickly, right? Ashe. But this is like your ancestors flipping that light. Maybe for some of you, you guys are just like realizing something, having this divine realization, whether it be who you are, what your path is, what you're supposed to be doing, you know, who you're supposed to be around, whatever the case may be, right? You guys have had like this divine enlightenment, this divine light switch go off, right? And you guys again know who you are because of this. You guys have grabbed your crown, right? And I heard crown chakra. Some of you guys are now operating truly from the crown chakra, right? Not just people that are just out here talking about it, right? You're being about it, right? I'm seeing the Fool card within my third eye. Life's trials and tribulations, life, period, has taught you a lot about yourself. You gained a lot of knowledge through life, right? So these aren't teachings that had to be taught to you, right? These are just things that you just innately know, right? You're divine because of this, right? Because you stood up when, you know, others would have, you know, sat down, or you stood up when others would have given up, or you stayed true to who you were when others would have flipped the script, became someone else, you know, something like that, right? Ashe. Let me look at these hieroglyphics, and I'm seeing the feather again representing my yacht, Ashe. And I'm seeing the snake, you know, representing that Kundalini rising, because I'm seeing like a body up under the snake, Ashe. I don't know if you guys can see that, like a tomb or something like that that they would put them in, Ashe. But I'm seeing the snake over there. So somebody has awakened from that sleep state, right? From that sleep and stupor. And not to say that you guys were asleep, right? Because you could have been woke, right? But something caused you to vibrate lower, right? And this could be people, energies, you get what I'm saying, coming at you, people coming at you, right? People speaking ill over your name, whatever the case may be, right? But you guys have awakened from that, right? And because of that, again, have restored some sort of balance, right? But I'm seeing people like doing like this, right? And so this could definitely be your ancestors, Ashe, thank you, interceding, interfering, and restoring that balance, which has taken you back to that restored state, right? You guys have been restored, Ashe. The wisdom has been restored. Remembrance has been restored. I want you guys to look at Isis, and then I want you guys to look at that hieroglyphic. I'm hoping you guys can see it, right? But it's an owl, and there's like little marks, you know, representing that equal, right? You are equal to an owl's wisdom, right? You do have that divine wisdom. You carry that divine wisdom, Ashe. For a lot of you guys, owls could be your spirit guides, like me, Ashe. Okay? But you guys have stepped back into your divine power, into your divine royal essence, okay? Again, back truly into who you are, okay? And I'm looking at the hieroglyphics above, and it's giving like protection. But protection from the divine. Ashe, I want you guys to see, right? Ashe. Okay, that divine protection. Mm-hmm. And then light codes being activated, right? Someone being illuminated, taken up, right? Ascending, someone ascending into that higher state, into that higher frequency, right? So this is, and as your frequency rises, the light increases, right? And for some of you guys it will expand, but for some of us it goes like straight up, right? Ashe. Or this is that divine wisdom being activated, you receiving those downloads. Ashe. Okay? And for some of you guys, it's created some sort of quantum leap. All right, or some sort of timeline shift, Ashe. That major shift, Ashe. And it has turned because I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune as well in my third eye, right? Again, it's created this shift, Ashe. And again, it's giving something being activated, like, right, the spokes of the wheels are now turning in your favor. So you may have felt before as if things weren't necessarily working out in your favor. And of course, with people throwing things and all that stuff, of course you may have felt like that, right? But things are turning around. Again, the balance is being restored. Ashe, the balance is being restored. Do you want me to plug from the top or the bottom? Ashe, bottom. We're going to do the bottom part, okay? Spirit of Isis, right? You knowing that you will be successful no matter what, right? That spirit is growing within you now. Ashe, or I speak that spirit is growing in you now, right? The spirit of resilience is way stronger than the spirit of giving up, right? Because the spirit of resilience is just something that flows through your blood. Ashe, your ancestors didn't give up, you shouldn't give up, right? Think about your ancestors, think about their stories, think about how strong, how powerful they were, how mighty that fight was, and how mighty the fight was in them. Ashe. And think about us being here today, right? Think about, what it took for them to lay down, and for them to, you know um for them to just, because I'm hearing the story, right? I'm hearing the story of about Lumeria. Ashe, thank you. And how the fall of it was actually the fall of Lumeria that created Atlantis, right? And how that was all planned, right? How some of them actually planned to come here, how some of us souls actually planned to come here, right? Because as we, it's the story about the rising and the falling, right? And how they couldn't necessarily stop that fall. So some of us decided to come here, right? Because we wanted to see the rise again. Thank you, Ashe. Right? So think about how much heart that took, how much strength that took to say, okay, we can't prevent this. We know souls are going to die, so we're going to allow this, right? Because we know that they will rise again. It's the story of remembrance. Ashe, you guys remembering who you are, okay? And because of that, there will be some sort of triumphant success. I'm seeing the trumpets being blown, right? It's time, right? That big shift. Ashe, Ashe. Grand Rising, beautiful. Grand Rising, how are you? Right? You were just talking about what? Lumeria? And how Lumeria is the fall of Atlantis. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. A lot of people don't know that, right? A lot of people don't know about Lumeria. Lumeria is one of the myths, but you guys know the myths are just the hidden truth, right? The truth that science can explain, right? And so they characterize it as a myth, right? But they put the truth right in front of your face. Ashe. Grand rising, everybody. Okay, but we got the Temple of Lapis Lazuli in reverse. Ashe. Ashe, that crown chakra energy, right? Protect your crown chakra. Okay, but Lapis Lazuli is also for communication. Ashe, so work on communicating better. Communicate with your spirits, with your angels, with your guides. Truly, Ashe, right? So that you can have that divine protection that many people speak about, right? A lot of people speak about it, right? But it's about truly doing the work, truly going inward. Ashe, truly, again, tapping in with your ancestors, being true to your nature, right? And not caring how that looks to anyone. Ashe. I'll read the comments in a second, y'all. I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to keep up with the energy, right? I want to keep in tune with the energy, right? But I'm seeing these right here as well, right? And it's giving notebook, right? Ashe. Continue to journal, continue to write in your journals, right? In your dream journals, in your soul book journals, right? It's giving shadow work, right? And I heard like competition. Maybe some of you guys are like comparing yourselves to others or something like that, okay? And we're getting, the comparing is the thief of all joy. Ashe. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's journey, but truly be in tune with your journey, right? Truly be in tune with who you are, with your path, right? My path isn't going to look like your path. Ashe. For some of you guys, my path isn't your path, right? But go inward, right? Sit with your ancestors, communicate with your ancestors. Blue pen, Ashe, communicate with your ancestors, right? Get to know truly who you are. Some of you guys could be, you know, sitting with the wrong guys, maybe, or something like that. Okay, you got the Knight of Isis out here, right? But it's in reverse, and it's about doing things with love, right? Doing things with love, not for ego, not for money, right? Anything like that, but because you love it, right? That's something that my elders have me doing right now, like doing things for donations and for what people can give, not necessarily for a set price, right? And having me truly work with that. And so that's what we've been doing, right? But like doing it out of love, right? And doing it because you love it. Ashe. And again, for some of you guys, you need to protect yourselves, right? For some of you guys, you need to create some sort of crystal grid, all right? Because it's about stabilizing your energetic field as well. Ashe. So working with the crystal grid, so truly working with your crystals, Ashe, not just wearing them or not just having them, right? And making sure that your crystals coincide, right? Making sure that your crystals are not fighting against each other. Ashe. Okay. I'm hearing opalite. So maybe, and opalite definitely balances the energetic and stabilizes that energetic field. Okay. So working with opalite should be or could be very significant. Alrighty. Go work with some opalite, guys. Okay. Ashe. Um, for some of you guys, work with red sandalwood, purify, stabilize, protect, right? That's what that red sandalwood is for. Ashe. Okay. So yeah, protect your energy field, right? Truly naming your demons, truly facing those demons head on, right? The fear, the demon of fear, the demon of ego, right? Procrastination, like truly, and it's giving again shadow work, that true shadow work, right? Which is where the true wisdom lies, Ashe. Okay, because once you guys truly work through the shadows, you guys will then be able to soar. Okay, but naming them, and again, no, then you'll realize that everything truly works in your favor. You see that wheel again, giving the wheel of fortune energy, right? Knowing that truly everything goes exactly how it's meant to go, exactly how on you intend on it to go. Ashe, whether you're intentionally doing it or not, and that's the crazy part, right? Sometimes we don't realize that we are putting our dreams and goals off, right? Sometimes we don't realize that. But when you name that scorpion, Ashe, when you name that scorpion, then you can then face it head on, and then it works for you, right? Because then you can say, okay, I see that I do this, and I need to switch that up, right? Which is that shadow work. Again, integrating, right? It's not shadow work, again, it isn't about turning a blind eye and saying this isn't me. It's about facing, again, those shadows head on and saying, hey, this is me. Now let me fix it, right? And integrating that shadow self with that light self, knowing when to truly be in that segment energy, Ashe, and but also knowing when you are in Maya, Ashe. Okay, so stay true and be in your power, right? Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority, right? Stay true and be in your power, right? Stay true to you and be in your power. I don't care what it looks like to anybody else, right? I don't care what principles you follow, right? I don't care if you follow the principles of Jesus or the principles of Ra, right? I don't care. It doesn't truly matter, right? Because everything, right, truly leads to enlightenment. Everything truly leads to unity. Everything truly leads to love when you are looking at it from that aspect, and you aren't looking at it from an aspect of power or egotistical type things, right? Because some people just want to talk about things because it sound good. They want to sound like they know something, right? But truly everybody isn't truly doing the work. That's crazy. And everybody truly isn't staying true to who they are, right? And some people are just doing things because other people are doing it, right? Or they're doing it because this is what's being talked about, right? But and they're wondering why, right? But again, we're getting told, thank you, Spirit. But we're getting told to know who you are, know thyself, know thy ancestors, right? For some of you guys, maybe you're working with the dysphoria because that is what you hear about, and you're just getting maybe out of Christianity or something like that. And so you're working with spirits that you truly don't know about, right? And it's giving again that energy of how a lot of people are working with Orishas, and the Orishas truly aren't meant for them. It isn't a part of their lineage, right? Or it's giving, how some people are working with, Ladama, you know, that Ladama energy, when they should be working with the Mammy energies, right? But because, the Lama Dama energy or whatever is, what's prevalent, what's being talked about, that's where they're going, right? But it isn't truly of their lineage. It isn't truly their ways, right? So stay true and be in your power. For some of you, go into hermit mode. Get to know thyself. Get to know your ancestors, right? Yes, always use your heart and not your eyes. Always, always, right? But even sometimes your heart can be deceiving, right? Be in tune with your intuition, right? How do you feel? Right? And even some of you guys need to truly cleanse your space, cleanse your altars, right? A lot of monitoring spirits around your altar, around your space, right? Okay. Cleanse your altars. 7 of 6. Right. Okay. I love that. And it just goes back to staying true to who you are and standing in your power. Right? Because the 7 of 6 is all about, you getting to some sort of pentacle, right? Or you getting to some sort of pinnacle. I'm sorry, you reaching some sort of height, some sort of level of, you know, admiration. You have, you've achieved some things, right? And it's about the fight, to stay balanced, right? But to also know that you deserve this. You're very deserving of it. But it's also given to not be tricked out your spot. Again, to use your money wisely, to not to not become bitchy, like it's like staying true to who you are, right? Stay that giving, loving soul. Because some people can receive some sort of increase, right? And we were just talking about this the other day, like staying grounded. Because some people, they may get money, right? You know how some people get money and they change, right? Or some people get money and they allow those lower vibrations to take over. And so again, that's why they're speaking about, balancing yourself, making sure that you're truly meditating and becoming one with your guides. Okay, staying protected, doing that Ori cleansing, and protecting your Ori, making sure you're doing that, right? Because you don't want certain people and things to come around and change your perspective or to change you, right? Be mindful of users. Ashe. That's what we just heard. Be mindful of the users, of the takers, right? Because where you're going, and again, we were talking about reciprocity earlier, right? It's okay to do things for people, right? But make sure that it is reciprocal. Don't drain yourself, right? 10 of 6 in reverse, right? Don't drain yourself. Don't overgive, right? Don't allow people to burden you with their burdens. Ashe. Right. Okay. But yeah. And know that you deserve it, right? Mhm. There's something about getting ready, being prepared, right? For what you asked for. Ashe. Right? Because sometimes we'll ask for things, right? And then we get it, we're like overwhelmed. So this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for you, okay? So stay prepared. Again, stay grounded. Hi, how are you, love? But stay grounded. Ashe. And if this is resonating, y'all, like the video, okay? And again, only take it as it resonates, because I know it's not for everybody. I told y'all earlier, don't let tarot drive you crazy now. If it don't fit, it don't fit. But if it do, like it and let me know, right? Because it does help with the energy, helping with getting the energy out there. Look at that, y'all. We was just talking about abundance, right? Look at that. Abundance of Sothis, right? Stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. Stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. Honey, I don't think y'all get it. And look at the wheel again, okay? Look at the wheel again. Okay, everything is turning for your favor. Everything is working out for your greater good. Again, it's giving that portal, right? But this is giving like cornstalk type energy, right? Which is again abundance, right? Maybe you guys need to put some cornstalks on on your altars, right? But it's also giving harvest. Ashe, thank you. And it's giving, look, they're gathering their harvest, right? There's an abundance. Like, listen, you're about to get exactly what you're meant to get. Everything that you've been sowing. You're about to reap the benefits, right? I'm hearing for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, right? And again, I'm seeing the feathers, my yacht, right? I'm seeing the Kundalini energy again, right? You deserve this. You deserve this. I heard the rise of greatness. Ashe. Mm-hmm. And this is just on a energetic, I'm hearing just like the frequency overall. It's not just for you, it's not just for me, this is everybody. Like, there's a rise happening, right? There's a rise happening. Look, the dark mysteries. Ashe. Somebody is just tapping into the darker mysteries. They're just realizing their power, and that's okay. Dark night of the soul is giving, right? No. So I'm so so I'm so excited. I'm so excited, so excited for the collective, for everyone, right? But you guys are definitely about to receive your gifts, baby. You're about to receive the abundance that you deserve, right? That you deserve. hmm And so go and gather it up. Go and gather it up. Be happy. Live joyfully. Be at ease. Be at peace. You know? And again, protect yourself. Protect your energy. Protect your happiness. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now, guys, I'm about to go, but know that I love you all, and I hope that you all got exactly what you needed from this message. My phone is about to die, and I don't want it to die on you all. So, know that I love you all, and that's it. That's all. Continue to walk in your purpose. Already. Again, if this message resonated with you, like the video, you guys. Like the video. Get the energy out there. If you intuitive soul, right? If you feel like this is for somebody else in your circle, share it with them as well, right? Because we all need that divine confirmation at times, right? And so it's beautiful. It's beautiful to receive, right? And it's beautiful to give, right? So I love you all so very much. I hope you all have a very beautiful day, a peaceful day, a loving day. Ashe.